Dear students, a warm welcome to all of you. I'm your mentor Stanish Kill. Before we begin our today's tutorial, let me give you some basic instruction. All that we are going to learn today is from this wonderful book Speak English with Stanish Kill. This book is available on all the online platforms and top-notch bookstores. You can find the link of this book in the description area. It is my strong suggestion that after watching each video, please refer to this book for detailed explanation and more examples. Remember, you are not watching a movie or a web series. Follow the golden rule. Don't go for the lunch until you have not digested your breakfast. Clear your concept first. Then only move to another video and accordingly to a new chapter. The book and the video is made in a chronological way, referring to as chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, so on and so forth. Please follow the continuity rule and strictly no overlapping. And for our online course, kindly WhatsApp us at 9136 702 777. I repeat, 9136 702 777. So friends, if you are prepared now with the ground rule, then let's dive into the learning with complete excitement.
Welcome to chapter number 17, Present Perfect Tense. What is present perfect tense? Present perfect tense is used to express an action that has happened or completed in the recent past. Let's understand present perfect tense in detail. Starting with affirmative sentences. For subject I, you, we, they and plural noun, or auxiliary or helping verb is have, and the verb form is past participle, and the sentence structure is subject plus auxiliary plus verb and then sentence completion. So let's see some examples. I have gone to the market. We have bought the groceries. They have passed in the exam. Boys have switched off the fan. You have broken my heart. Team have discussed the strategy. Anil and Madhuri have performed on the famous song. Girls have won the match. People have suffered in the war. Now friends, let's see affirmative sentences with different subjects. So now our subject is he, she, it and singular. Here our auxiliary or the helping verb is has. And the verb form once again is past participle. And the sentence structure remains the same, subject plus auxiliary plus verb and then sentence completion. So let's see some examples. He has gone to the market. She has brought the groceries. Ramesh has blown the kite. Kavita has performed on the famous songs. It has stopped working. Now let's see some negative sentences. For negative sentence, for subject I, you, we, they and plural noun, the auxiliary or helping verb remain the same, have. And here we use have not or in contracted form haven't. And the verb form is past participle. Now the sentence structure is subject plus auxiliary plus negation plus verb plus sentence completion. So let's see some examples. I haven't gone to the market. So here rather than saying have not, I have used the contracted form and said haven't. We haven't brought the groceries. They haven't passed in the exam. Boys haven't switched off the fan. You haven't broken my heart. Team haven't discussed the strategy. Anil and Madhuri haven't performed on the famous songs. Girls haven't won the match. People haven't suffered in the war. Now let's see negative sentences with different subjects. So now our subject is he, she, it and singular noun. And the auxiliary or the helping verb is has. So here we say has not, and in contracted form we say hasn't. And the verb form once again remains past participle. And the sentence structure is subject plus auxiliary plus negation plus verb plus sentence completion. So let's see some examples. He hasn't gone to the market. She hasn't brought the groceries. Ramesh hasn't flown the kite. Kavita hasn't performed on the famous songs. It hasn't stopped working. Moving on to interrogative sentences. For interrogative sentences, for subject I, you, they, we and plural noun, or auxiliary or helping verb remain have and haven't. Have is for affirmative interrogative sentences and haven't is for negative interrogative sentences. And for subject he, she, it and singular noun, or auxiliary or helping verb remain has for affirmative interrogative sentences and hasn't for negative interrogative sentences. The verb form once again remains past participle and the sentence structure goes auxiliary plus subject plus verb and sentence completion with a question tag. So some examples are: have I hurt your feelings? Haven't you watched yesterday's match? Has he brought the groceries? Hasn't she listened to a new album? So friends, with this we come to an end of this chapter. For detailed explanation and more examples, please buy my book, Speak English with Spanish Skill. If you like the video, then please share, like, follow, comment and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are updated with all our upcoming videos. See you in the next chapter. Till then, keep learning, keep growing.